going on, you guys? How you guys doing? Just thought I'd come on here. This is the Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. Hopefully, you guys can hear me loud and clear. Make sure you click that like button. I just decided to test YouTube's version of going live versus StreamYard because I've never really used YouTube's version of actually going live on stream. I just never have. So I've used it once the other day when I was in public with another individual. We were kind of talking about, just all types of stuff about the child support, alimony, guys getting hit for false allegations, just all types of just shit, And I just thought, I said, let me test it out on here and then I'm going to just freestyle it and see what the fuck happens, I think you can't replay the shit, so. But anyways, if you guys can let me know if you can hear me, engage with it. I really appreciate it. Click the like button, share the content. I really appreciate it. And I'll try to go on here more often as possible. I looked at my subs. I was like, damn, like the last few videos, I started getting subs like fast. I got like, like good 20 subs. And I said, damn, that's improvement shit. And then views. So it's improvement, So anyway, without further ado, I wanted to get into that. I was on a stream, with a guy, actually listening in the chat, man, and he was actually, I think it was on Obsidian show, and he said something very interesting. He said that it was at the very, very end, and he said that he was talking about guys paying child support. Okay. Now, I don't know if he has kids, don't have kids, married. I don't know his particular situation. I know he's involved with somebody, but from my understanding, from my understanding, let's just say he's with somebody. Okay. I don't know if he got kids or not. But what I will say is this. There was something said at the very end today. Guys should go ahead, if they're getting hit for child support, just go ahead and pay it. Go ahead and pay it. We pay our child support. We pay our child support, right? Okay. I have a disagreement about that, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay. If you've seen my previous video in the past, okay, I made a video about how to avoid child support, alimony, and how to get either full custody or joint custody. You understand? Okay, right? With no child support, because the goal is this, okay? If you so happen to been with one of these matrix bitches and she so happened to turn her back on you and kept the kid away or wherever the fucking decides to hit you for child support, right? I want to dedicate my channel to preparing these men if in the event this bitch decides to do it, this is what you do to avoid being put in that situation. Because of the simple fact that you need to be multiple steps ahead of the game. You understand? Multiple steps, okay? Because you got to remember, even if you do get married, even if you do have kids by this bitch, whatever the fuck, she knows right off the flip that the government has her back. If she don't know, there's going to be some other females that's going to tell her and encourage her, hey, anytime you get with a man, just know the law and the government got your back, girl, and they're going to always back you up, okay? All right? It's fucked up, I understand, but at the same time or whatever, man, this is the type of society we are in. So I'm going to say it again, okay? These particular women, they're going to go ahead and actually have encouragement from other women that once you get this bitch pregnant, or once you get into a relationship with her, once you move in, once you get married, right? Any of those things, right? Cohabitation or what have you, go half on the business, whatever, sharing finances, they're going to tell each other, hey, girl, if he does you dirty, or hey, girl, if you feel like it, you can bounce and the government got your back. So you got to remember, they're encouraged to this. Once they get in a relationship and get what they want, they're encouraged to destroy it and sabotage that motherfucker. You understand? By other women, okay? All right? If you don't believe me, man, just look at some of your past, either relationships or dates, man. Majority of the time, it was either sabotaged by herself or other females. I'm telling you that shit. Every now and then, you'll get a guy that want to sabotage that shit because either he want to have sex with your woman, or he's trying to get fucking popularity from your woman, man. Or whatever it is. That's what we call Captain Save a Hoe ass motherfuckers. They set up here and they pander. They put their white capes on and shit, man, and they say back them up on their bad behavior and their bad decisions every fucking time. They back them up, and every time when their bad behavior and their bad decisions come in the part, they ignore their bad behavior and bad decisions and just back them up. But back in our day, yeah, we call them Captain Save a Hoe, Captain Kirk, Captain Crunch, Captain Kangaroo ass motherfuckers. Okay. Captain ass motherfuckers, okay. All right, nowadays the young cats call it what they call them? They say these are simps. Yeah, they use the word simp, okay. All right, but I don't use that terminology. Man, I don't use the word fucking simp. Fuck that shit. Nah, that's a Captain Save a Hoe ass motherfucker. A Captain Crunch ass nigga. Fucking goddamn Captain ass motherfucking Kirk. You understand? Captain Luke Picard ass motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying though. That's what type of dudes that we call. So, but anyway, what's up? I see somebody in the chat. What's going on? Edward Shaw. He said, "Climb on in." Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just testing this out on YouTube directly instead of StreamYard, and I want to see YouTube's version. How's it pan out to StreamYard? Because StreamYard has been very, very handy. So I'm just testing chat from what I see so far. On the live stream from what I see. So, and also too, I believe this thing cannot be recorded where you can play it back. I don't know. I did another stream the other day with another brother. So, but what I'm saying is this, okay? And make sure you can hear me loud and clear. I really appreciate it. My subs started growing. I said, damn, this shit's getting out there. So I said, let me go ahead and address some more shit. Because I told these guys, I said, if I start seeing more subs growing and more engagement inside my chat or my comment box, yeah, I'll make more videos, shit. And I was like, God damn, I got like 20, 30 something subs in like a week. I was like, damn. So that's an improvement to me, shit, So, but anyway, though, without further ado, when it comes to child support, and I want to get back on what I was talking about with Obsidian earlier, man. And he's like, well, in this dojo, we pay our child support, right? We pay our child support, and if she's hitting you up and you're getting charged with child support, just pay it. I disagree. I disagree. Here it is. Okay. Because, like I said, I don't know if the man got kids. Okay. I don't know if he got grandkids. All right. I know he's involved with somebody, but I don't know if he's married either or what have you, living with her. I don't know his situation, but I do disagree about the paying child support because basically you're saying you're going to submit to the law, submit to this bitch. I disagree. I fucking disagree. I say this. When the child is first born, okay, when it's first born, okay, and you got to take it from me, all right? I got my little girl sitting in there in the room right now, okay, all right? What's going on, Bobo Anderson? What's going on, man? The chat's starting to pop. Uh-oh. All right. Hey, y'all share the video for me, man. Share this shit on Facebook and Twitter. I really appreciate it. I see people coming in and out in the chat. But that's cool. That's cool, man. Hopefully you guys can stay. And if you guys can't stay, I understand. Cool. Click like the video. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Like the video. So I always argue this, man. Whenever the child is young, no matter if the bitch baby trap you or no matter if you intentionally try to make the baby, the first thing you do, and you don't let this chick, you don't tell her this shit, okay? Because again, you have to put in your head, a man has to have his rights established in court, okay? I'm going to say it again. A man has to have his rights established in court, and it has to be signed off by a judge. So you can have a court order by a judge. He stamped it, he signed it, boom, okay? This is actually establishing your rights as a man. Do you understand? Shout out to D-Man. D-Man, you are the truth, man. I always see you fucking engaged. You are the truth. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. Like I was saying, you guys click that like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Bo Anderson says, man, we need more people speaking up for the brothers. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So let me continue, man. Let me continue. And thank you for the engagement, man. For real. Remember, I'm testing this out directly through YouTube. I'm not using StreamYard, and I'm just trying to compare StreamYard to YouTube's going live. And I want to see what's more beneficial and what's not. I'm just kind of doing this freestyle mode. So make sure you guys engage in the chat, share this shit on Facebook, share it on Instagram, whatever the fuck, share it on Twitter, share it inside of the groups that you guys participate on Facebook. I'm telling you. So, but MGTOW, red pill, you know how we do this shit, travel movement. So no matter if you intentionally had a kid or the bitch fucking baby trap you, man, it don't matter, man. What you have to do when they're young is you have to get an attorney. I would interview as many attorneys as I can, man. I recommend a minimum of 20, okay? You don't let this bitch know that you are interviewing attorneys and preparing attorneys, okay? This is regardless if the relationship is already working or not, okay? By default, when she has that kid, and as she has that kid, she gets sole legal full custody of that kid, right? By law, that's just how it is, okay? When she signs the birth certificate, whatever, boom, okay? So the kid comes, boom, right? Number one, do not sign that birth certificate. Do not. This is a recap from the video I've already made, okay? Don't sign the birth certificate. When the baby comes, oh, but it does look like me. Do not sign that birth certificate. It is a legal binding document. Don't sign it, okay? I'm about to go into detail of why I disagree with Obsidian, okay? As far as this child support thing, okay? Because there's too many guys getting hit for that shit. Too many, all right? Innocent man getting hit, right? Even guys who the kids are not theirs and they're getting hit for child support. You understand? Okay? Too many of them, okay? So when it boils down to it, right? Don't sign a birth certificate. Go and get an attorney, right? You're going to interview attorneys. I say at least 20. I always recommend females, conniving, evil, backstabbing, family law female attorneys, in my opinion. There are some good males out there. I give it to them. I recommend females because they can see through another female's bullshit. They can see through the tears. They can see through the innocent shit or whatever, and they're going to steer you in the right direction. I always tell you guys, if you're going to get an attorney, make sure they're in the best interest of your children or your child, the best interest of your pockets, and the best interest of you. You understand that? Okay. All right. But you're going to vet these attorneys just like you would in dating. You understand? Of course, I agree with you, Bubba Anderson. Never trust attorneys in general. However, though, right? If you got to get out of a legal jam, though, right? You can't just go in there with paperwork and say, I'll represent yourself. Nah, man. A judge is going to respect you more, man. If you're going in there with some legal counsel, man, it's just facts. It's just how it is. All right. And if you are prepared and ready to present your case. I always go by the philosophy of this. He or she who serves the person first and is prepared will generally win that goddamn case. I'm going to say it again. He or she who serves, let's say, thy person first and is properly prepared in general will have a high chance of winning that case. I'm telling you this shit. I'm telling you, okay? So, like I said, I'm not getting hit for child support. My daughter's in there, okay? So I'm speaking for this shit, okay? But you're going to interview at least 20 minimum attorneys, okay? Regardless if you're married or regardless if you just had a kid with this bitch, okay? Especially if you're married, okay? And this is provided that the kids, just got here. You understand? The kid just got here or what have you, right? If you got married, right? Or if you're engaged, I tell guys, even if you get engaged, you make sure you got an attorney on deck. Okay, because you in a situation that this bitch can divorce you at any fucking time. She can up and bounce and get anywhere from 50 to 90% of your shit. And that's fucking facts. You don't believe me? Look at what the fuck is going on in California. California is like stomping ground number one of, I want to say ground zero of fucking divorce, and also Miami, man, Florida, shit. It's like ground zero of like fucking divorce, man. Shit, for real. I'm in Missouri. I'm in Kansas City, so I mean, hey, divorce and child support. Child support is really huge here. It is. Let me adjust this real quick. child support is really huge here. It's fucking sad. Oh my god. Bo Anderman says spitting that shit. He said, "I'm in Vero Beach, Florida." Oh, I see. Yeah, man. Man, you guys got a lot of bullshit going down there, man. I heard a lot of discrimination and racial shit with the laws, man. Oh my god, I didn't know that Florida was going through that shit. That's another conversation. We're gonna talk about that, right? I'm gonna bring that up on another conversation, okay? There's a lot of political shit going on in Florida. I had no idea. I didn't know they were going through that type of discrimination, racism, and a lot of Me Too's and shit down there in Florida with the men. I had no idea. I thought it was mostly, in Florida or whatever. I mean, not Florida. I'm sorry, California. So, but interview the attorneys, you guys. Okay, don't let the bitch know that you're getting an attorney. Don't. Okay, that's number one. And number two, baby comes out. You want to make sure too that when you get the attorney, you file a motion for paternity. You're going to have the attorney file the motion for you to get a DNA test. You find the company, make sure it's within your budget, and you pay for the DNA test or what have you, right? If the judge will honor both of y'all go half on it, that's fine. That's cool, right? Because look at it this way. That money you're paying for that attorney, it's going to be cheaper in the long run, okay? It's going to be cheaper. Inside the court order, right, or the petition, you're going to have a petition. You always too want to, if in the event that this bitch who baby trap you or this bitch who got you got pregnant or whatever, and you're trying to do the right thing as a father, whatever, right? Okay, you want to have different things in the court order of what's in your best interest. If you want joint custody with that daughter or that son or those sons or daughters, whatever, right, or boy and girl, whatever, you want to put language in there that, hey, I'm looking at just get joint custody, split down the middle, 50-50, no child support for either parent. Make sure that language is in there at least more than once. Why I say that? It's because of the simple fact that if you and that parent are already getting along, right? Or let's say you guys are not getting along or whatever, and y'all part ways or whatever, right? And you petition the court that you want joint custody, split down the middle, 50-50, no child support for either parent, no supervised visits, equal rights to your kid. You know what the fuck's going to happen? The most likely, if you presented that case correctly, whatever, the judge is going to grant it to you, okay? If she goes and tries to say, well, I want child support from him, knowing y'all getting along or whatever, then she's the burden. She has to ask, why come? You see where I'm at? It doesn't look good on her because the judge is looking at it this way. And remember, us single fathers who petition the court are rare. Hi, this man, so-and-so, is actually willing to go through the legal ramifications to make sure that this child is his, and also to make sure they got a parenting plan. So if in the event they break up, or if in the event that something happens, he has this piece of paper basically stating, signed by me, that he is actually legally obligated to that child. And then also too, he has rights. He has days with this child in time periods or whatever, right? You know how good that looks in front of a judge, and you got an attorney. That looks spectacular. Okay. All right. So I recommend that the default, man, if you can get joint custody, split down the middle, 50-50. You want to put in there no child support for either parent. I cannot stress this. No child support for either parent. You got to do this when the child is young, man. The younger, the better. If she's an infant or whatever, right, a 1-year-old, do it then, okay? Because you got to remember, man, these chicks are getting influenced and encouraged by other women to fuck up their relationships, man. I'm telling you, man, for real. If you married, same old shit or whatever, right? Same old shit. They're getting encouraged this shit. They're telling other women, hey, man, you need to fuck your relationship up. Hey, man, you need to destroy your relationship. Hey, you don't need him. Why don't you just go ahead and get them for alimony, or get them for child support, whatever the fuck, right? Hey, you could take them for 50 to 90% of your business, of his businesses or whatever, right? Why put yourself in that situation? I just don't fucking understand it, And we know the default is number one, don't have kids and don't get married. That's the default. But I'm talking about the guys who are either putting themselves in that situation or currently in that situation. Okay. Another thing is, let's assume, okay, also too, You went years, okay? Let's say, okay, this is point two. You went years and you didn't take her to court or child support, right? And she's not hitting you up for child support, and you're one of those dumb motherfuckers. Oh, she would never do that. You know, those guys who always assume they would never do that are usually the first guys who are going to get hit either for child support, alimony, divorce, right? Or false legal allegations, you know. And I'm going to talk about, you know, those false legal allegations, i.e., Me Too. Yeah, getting fucking Me Too, of course, yes. So let's assume, though, years went by, all right? And the child is like, I don't know, let's say 8 or 9. And you never put this bitch on child support. She never put you on child support. You never took her to court for custody, but she's still on a good behavior. All right. What the fuck you think you do? You still take her to court. Yes. You still take her to fucking court. You still take her to court. You file first. You file first. Okay. You file first. Okay. And when you interview the attorneys, again, you're going to talk to a lot of attorneys. Some of them are dumbasses, and then some of them are geniuses, and some of them are just okay. You want to make sure, again, they got the best interest of your child, your pockets, and what you want. Remember, the attorney works for you. You don't work for the attorney. Okay. Bo Anderson said the family court will destroy a brother here in Florida. I agree. But I wouldn't just not do nothing. Let that bitch file for divorce or child support and then let the courts just put you on it. I would not submit to that. I believe in beating them to the chase. I really believe that, hey, you need to put her on, you need to court order her ass first. You subpoena that bitch, have her served, and you have the burden of proof. Hey, this is the reason why I want joint custody. This is the reason why I don't want child support. You file first, okay? And you put the language inside of there. No child support for either parent, no supervised visits, equal rights to the kid, okay? That's it. You make sure you have that language in there multiple times, okay? And it has to be signed, dated, and boom. You want it presented by a judge. You want that piece of paper in your possession, that court order. And you keep up with the court order, man. You don't just leave it under your car seat, leave it at work, under your fucking McDonald's cups and all this other bullshit. No, this is a court order. That's ironclad, man. You know, make sure you get a PDF copy and a physical paper copy, man, you know, and make sure you remember the case number, man. That shit's important, man, okay? You got to do this so then, therefore, if a divorce comes or a child custody agreement comes or the bitch hit you on child support, you've already got an order because the judge is going to ask, I swear, he's going to ask you, hey, is there an order already in place? No, that's even better. You see where I'm at? Because let's say this bitch already put you on child support and then you're going in there and trying to get full custody or whatever, then you got to argue the burden of proof of why. You understand? I'm going to talk about a way how to get around that also too, okay? But if the child's like 8 or 9 years old, whatever, like I said, years come, the bitch been on her best behavior, whatever, man, what the fuck you going to do? You have to still file. Don't let her know, but file. The one file, right? I'm not saying, well, tell her, well, I'm going to go ahead and file so I can have custody. No, because the bitch, she's not going to tell you when she's putting you on child support. I don't care how good that bitch is. You file. You fucking file. Spend the money. You file, right? A good attorney is going to charge you at under $3,000 for this shit, man. It should cost you under $3,000 easily for this shit, okay? All right, and make inside the agreement, man. You put the language in there of how many court dates this is covering in the contract, or there's an agreement you're going to sign. How many court dates is this covering? Is this an all-in cost? This is a one-time fee, or is this a fucking fee where you pay a retainer and then after that's run out, you got to issue out some no money? No. You want to find an attorney that, hey, one-time fee, boom. Does this include 6 court dates? Or 5 court dates, 4 court dates? Does this include unlimited phone calls, unlimited emails, unlimited text messaging, right? Unlimited office visits, or just 5 office visits, whatever. You want to have that language inside that contract, okay? Because you got the contract with the attorney, and then you got the legal document that you're going to produce to court, which the attorney is going to actually prepare for you. make sure you make it to your attorney's appointments. If your attorney say, hey, we need you to come over to my office so you can approve of it, you need to read that shit, man, and approve of it, okay? Again, you're not telling this bitch this shit, man. You can't tell these bitches this shit, right? When last time you seen a bitch actually, man, say, hey, man, I need you to get an attorney, man, because I'm about to take you to court so I can divorce you and get 50 to 90% of your shit. Or I'm going to need you to get an attorney so I can go ahead and put you on child support, right? When's the last time you seen that shit? A bitch do that shit? None. She just go ahead and goes straight to the Division of Family Service office. And then what the fuck she do? She go ahead and file. And then once she files, first thing she says is what? After she files, you get served at what? The Human Resources Department. Fucking what? Instead of there's human resources. Some guys get, served at the human resources at their job, which is fucking embarrassing. Out of nowhere. She doesn't tell you, out of nowhere. There's some guys that actually get served right there at their house. If you're doing bad, staying at your mama's house or whatever. At school, they can serve you at college or whatever. They can serve you anywhere, right? And she's not telling you any of this shit. And when you get it out of the blue, oh, I just thought I'd go down there for some assistance. I'm struggling with the kid. So it's not my fault. They did it. No, it's that bitch's fault because she initiated it, right? Bitch, take some accountability, okay? So what I'm saying is that once she puts you on that shit, man, she's not going to tell you. You got to play ball, man. And you got to file first, okay? You have to file first, okay? And you got to be prepared, okay? Once you file, then what are you going to do? Then you go ahead and let her know, man. This after you talk to the attorney, man, or whatever. Hey, man, you let her know. You got the option if you want to let her know or not, okay? It's optional. Personally, I would tell that bitch, shit, I'll just go ahead and file. And then she's going to go ahead and she's going to hit you up. Hey, what's this? Why are you taking me to court or whatever? And, how come you didn't tell me this or whatever? And you're going to politely tell her, hey, look, baby's born. I didn't sign the birth certificate. I don't know if that child is mine. So I had to petition the court. So then, therefore, I can get a DNA test. And then also, too, I can actually have joint custody. But we don't have to go through. No. I have to go through this. All right. I found out by law that when that child is born, regardless if I sign the DNA test, sign the fucking birth certificate or not, you have sole custody. I can't do shit. You understand? The courts actually presume that both parents are going to fucking get along. They do. They presume that both parents get along. But there's nothing ironclad in writing saying that, hey, both parents, it would be in the best interest of the child that both parents actually get along. If she talks to Letitia, or Monique and them, girl, you need to go ahead and get that money, man. Child support is what, $800 in your state per kid, girl. I'm telling you. And then the bitch serves you out of nowhere. A lot of times these bitches serve these guys out of nowhere. You know why they do it? Because a lot of guys, we have a tendency to get comfortable in the pussy and comfortable with the bitch when she doesn't do it, man. All right. But when you're in the United States matrix, when you're in North America, when you're in Canada and shit, man, right? Or Western Europe, all right? You have to look at the situation beyond a shadow of a doubt that this bitch is liable to fucking fuck you over at any time. Okay? All right? Especially you guys who are married and in relationships. You guys tickle me, man, because of the simple fact you guys are confident that your woman would never do anything like that. But when she does it out of nowhere, you're pissed off at the whole world, me, your own boys, people at your job. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Because I've seen it. I was catching a bus one day, and there was this African guy hit me out of nowhere, man. I walked up to him, man. We were just talking. And I was on the phone talking on WhatsApp to somebody, and I was telling my partner, man, who's been married for a while, that he needs to file because he's doing dumb shit like stepping outside of his marriage and having sex with women outside of the marriage, whatever. And I'm like, if you're not happy with the marriage, right, you don't just stay in it and then hope it all happens. You divorce. You file first or what have you, right? I don't care how long you've been with this bitch. And of course, you got the excuses. I got to get money, and I'm trying to figure this thing out or whatever. And no. Fuck the money, man. Right now, it does not cost you any money at all to go get a free consultation from an attorney. Does it cost you any money at all to get a free consultation from a goddamn attorney? Fuck no. No money at all. No money at all. A free 30-minute to an hour consultation. Most consultations are like 30 minutes. Okay. You talk on the phone. You give him or her or whatever, right, a statement of what's going on, right? You explain to them what's going on. And then after that, they're going to let you know, yes, I can handle it. No, I can't handle it. This is how much I'll charge. And these are the terms. They might say, hey, look, I can get you a court date in the next 30 to 45 days. They might say, hey, look, court is booked. I can't get you one until a year later, whatever, right? Talk to many of them or whatever, right? And you want to ask them their history too. How good are they in trial? Because if this thing goes to trial, man, and your woman, your ex or your woman so happen to throw on the crocodile tears or whatever, hey, you want to be able to have an ironclad bulldog mixed with pit bull, rhinoceros, and all types of got lion, tiger, all that shit attorney that's going to bite the shit out of her ass and eat her ass up on that goddamn stand, okay? All right, you have to look at it this way. You don't give a fuck, man. Fight fire with fire, man. All right. It's sad that it has to go down like this, but you want to have the court order, in my opinion. So let's say, for example, okay, you do serve her. She gets the paperwork, okay? You serve her, she gets the paperwork, okay? She's pissed off or whatever. You need to explain to her, if in the event we do break up or if in the event we part ways, I got a court order. But I don't have any intention for us to divorce or break up. You don't for today. For today. Think, you guys, this shit's for the fucking moment. But she's not telling you about 2 years, 3 years down the fucking goddamn road. She's not telling you about the 10, 15 years down the road. You don't know. So you're making preparations to cover your ass, man. So you won't get hit for child support. You understand? Now, let's talk about this. Well, guys should pay. I'm going to talk about it, okay? Let's assume you guys are currently paying, okay? Let's assume you are. This is what I argue. If you do pay, it looks better if you're going to serve this bitch for court and then she's holding your kid away. It looks better if she's holding your kid away and you go into court and you show them that you got a zero balance and you paid this shit. Guess what? It looks better in front of the judge because the judge is going to say, okay, this man has a zero balance in child support. He's been paying from this day and this time and this place, right? Okay. Why the fuck is he not seeing his kid or kids? You understand? Why? Think about this shit. You understand? Why would I walk in there with a negative something odd balance? You understand? Now, another thing is that if you do walk in there with a negative balance or, saying you owe in arrears, you're going to talk to your attorney, make sure your attorney get either a modification of child support, right? Or a reduction. Okay. God damn it. Right. The thing is, the default is you want zero. All right. That's where the attorney come in at. If I'm going there with a zero balance and I already paid it, or if I got a negative balance and this bitch is holding my kid away, why are you guys not serving this bitch? Serve that bitch. Quit complaining. Quit going back and forth to the state. Quit going to the bar and venting to niggas like me. Quit going to over there to your homeboys, man. I'm tired of this shit or whatever, man. Serve that bitch. Okay? Take your money, the money you spending on liquor, the money you spending on drugs or whatever the fuck you do, gambling or whatever, set your budget out to save that money up to invest into an attorney. ASAP. I would not give a fuck. I would not give a flying fuck. All right, one moment. Bro Anderson said, okay, yo, bro, are you in the Black Manosphere? Am I in the Black Manosphere? Actually, I don't even call myself being in the black manosphere. Nah, man, I'm in the MGTOW red pill man community, man. Shit, you know. But the manosphere is the manosphere, man. You know, covers everybody, man, or whatever. You know, and I got some issues with the manosphere too. I want to talk about that, bro. Anderson, man, you be bringing us some good topics and shit. I got some issues with the manosphere. You know, one of the topics I want to talk about, these ignorant motherfuckers bringing females into this shit. They don't understand that this is a man-o-sphere, not a man and female ass sphere. They don't, man, they don't understand. Keep these bitches out. They don't. You understand, you know? But no, man, MGTOW, red pill, travel, okay? And investments. We talk about investments. Well, I'm over here to bring you guys solutions. Solutions that these bitches and a lot of these purple pill men and blue pill men will not bring you the solutions. They're going to tell you to just eat it up and get used to it. No, man. We got to fight fire with fire, all right? We have to fight these motherfuckers. Bro Anderson said, for real, MGTOW is almost the only solution. Yeah. You have to go your own way, but there's different ways of going your own way, you know? All right. Some guys figure going MGTOW means though going incel mode and offering yourself from women. That is one solution, but the other solution is going your own way. In my opinion, is getting the fuck away from the areas of what's going on in life. You understand? Getting away from your environment, getting away from the fuckery around this whole area. You know, getting the fuck away. You know, North America. Like I said, us red pillars, we call this motherfucker the Matrix. It is the Matrix. Okay. With it being the Matrix, okay, the fuckery is unlimited, okay? From the gun wars, we got too much gun violence out here, way too much, okay? You got lawmakers and pro-guns are looking at people dying saying, oh, well, as long as they don't take away my gun, stupid motherfuckers or whatever, right? You got little kids getting access to guns. You got motherfuckers out here with psychological problems getting access to guns, right? And killing innocent people. So, yes. One moment, please. Yes, my daughter.
May I make something to eat?
Yes, you can, but you have to wait, okay? You're welcome to go play Splatoons right now if you like.
Okay.
Bye-bye, okay? But anyways, the problem is this, though, okay? That was my daughter. The issue is this, okay? When it all boils down to it and it all said and done, okay? Some guys out here don't offer no fucking solutions, man. They don't. They want you to just stay here and just deal with it, man, and hope for the fucking best, man. That's it. Deal with these bitches' attitudes. Deal with them putting false allegations on you. Deal with them actually withholding sex from you for months after they got ran through by several men. Deal with their psychological issues. They want you to deal with that shit, right? But don't come with the solution. Okay. The solution right now is what the passport bros and Charles Tyler option presented. And that is that you can take the red pill, right? You can go MGTOW, right? But there's other women out there and other laws and patriarchal countries that we can go to. We don't have to deal with this matriarchal bullshit. Okay. None of the woke shit. We don't. We can get our passports. We can get our money together and leave. That's MGTOW to me. Leaving the fucked up environment that you know has unlimited fuckery to go to another environment, another location on planet Earth where you don't have to deal with as much bullshit. You don't have to. Okay? You don't have to. Female nature is female nature. All right? But however, it really depends on the type of environments and the type of culture that woman has been brought up in. I'm telling you. Okay? Any of those fucked up women talking that all women are not like that bullshit or what have you, right? You know, we're not talking to you. We're talking about the 99.9% of the women inside of North America and Western fucking goddamn Europe and fucking Australia, man, and in some parts of West Africa. We're talking about them, not the traditional 100%, women, man, or the cultured women. No, right? We're not talking about the cultured women or the traditional. We're talking about the women out there who are really fucked up. You know who they are. The women who are trying to be just as masculine as a fucking guy, man. Who doesn't want to do any traditional values, but want a guy to treat them traditional. Those fucking women we're talking about, we're trying to avoid them. We're coming up with a solution to say, okay, we ain't gonna go ahead and go months without no pussy or no head or whatever the fuck, no sex or whatever, right? You can go over here where it's handed to you on a silver platter. Plus, you're actually rewarded to be masculine. And then also, too, the laws are not going to penalize you for being masculine or be another color of the goddamn skin. And you don't have to duck for fucking bullets. That's what we talking about over here. You understand? Bobo saying, hey, well, believe that. Yeah, you said all women are like that. Yeah, they are, man. Of course, man. The female nature. But again, it depends on the environment and the culture that they brung up on. Okay. If you got laws and shit like that backing them up, man, of course they're gonna take advantage of that shit. But when you got a patriarchal country like fucking Russia, man, and Thailand and shit, man, where men run shit, or fucking Brazil, man, these guys are not fucking around. Parts of Africa, yeah, man. A lot of those guys over there, man, they will put hands on that woman and beat that bitch's ass. A lot of them will actually behead these bitches, man. Shit, I'm telling you. A lot of the bad behavior they do here is frowned upon seriously in the countries, those other countries, because they got their own laws. You understand? Their own way of living. You understand? I mean, it's crazy. You heard about the woman on a line that tried to go to Africa with $1,000 and try to live off that shit. You kidding me? I would live off go to Africa and live off $1,000 and I'm cool, man. What the fuck? As a woman, a man could pull it off, sure, no problem, right? If the $1,000 was coming in every month, right? But a goddamn woman, she's not going to get the same damn treatment as she would here in the United States or Canada. It's not going to happen. Okay. All right. I know white guys who are going to Uganda right now with a struggling budget, kicking ass and serving names, saying they want a black queen. And they found them and they happy in Uganda. They happy in Cameroon. They are happy right in Ghana. I mean, they happy in South Africa. I mean, listen, whatever your preference is, every man has their own preference. I've seen guys who said, man, white men, that their family had grown up racist and discriminative, man, and they never understood why, and they were always attracted to a black woman, always. And the women here, either they wouldn't give them the time of day, or they thought of them and as little or under them, because of what their education and their jobs or whatever. Went over to Africa. I ain't never seen these guys ever since. They all on YouTube. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing, man? Look, I'm great. Shit. Got like 8 of them on them. 4 on one side, 4 on the other, goddamn. Making me proud. You understand? I promote diversity over here. This is not a pro-black channel. I'm not pro-black. Fuck no. I'm not pro-white. Fuck no. Pro-Chinese, pro-Muslim. None of that garbage. No. This is diverse. This is a diverse channel for diversity of men. We're trying to have all men of all races and all cultures who are here in the matrix, right, and around the globe, trying to find solutions to better their life. Okay. Now let's get back on this child support and alimony shit, man. Look at Dr. Dre's situation. Okay. So Dr. Dre, he originally, now this is from my understanding, okay, Dr. Dre had to pay over originally, right? There's more, okay? So just bear with me. Don't jump to conclusions, motherfuckers, okay? Tilt this up a little bit. Okay. The Dr. Dre, when he had, remember, he had a prenuptial agreement. Okay? He had to pay, it was like, I want to say last year of August, he was presumed to pay $800 million to this bitch after being married to her for like 27 years, and then $300,000 a month for the rest of his life until one of them either die or remarry. Okay, now alimony. Let's process this shit. Okay, $800 million. $800 million. Okay, and then 300,000 a month for the rest of his life. Okay, until one of them die, one of them remarry. Okay, remember that. Okay, she's also entitled to, I think he had like 8 cars, and she can get like 6 of them and shit. And he had some houses, and she can get the houses. The kids are grown, so he's perfectly fine. Imagine that shit, you guys. In the state of California, imagine that shit. Okay, all right. So what he did do is he fired his attorney. I guess it was like the attorney that represented the whole West Coast mafia out there, right? Because I mean, it's California and shit, man. You got hella rappers out there and gangsters and shit out there, and these guys they got their cake out there, man. But just because they got it doesn't mean they should give it away. And I heard idiots sit up here and figure, well, since he's going through the divorce, he got it. He should go ahead and pay it. Those are dumbass motherfuckers, man. Don't listen to those guys, okay? I was at a gas station. The guy said some shit like that, about like Tom Brady and Sylvester Stallone. I'm gonna get on them too, probably. So he fired the attorney, right? Remember, I told you guys, make sure you find an attorney that's in the best interest of your pockets, the best interest of your family, your kids or whatever, and also the best interest of you. Okay. In this case, this attorney didn't allow his prenuptial agreement, ironclad prenup. Hold up. The judge threw his prenup out, saying that she was held under, I think she was held under some pressure or some shit to sign the prenup or some shit like that, right? They try to argue that. So the judge fired, Dr. Dre fired that attorney. He got another attorney, and guess what it was? You'll never guess. It wasn't no guy. He got a fucking female attorney. That's right. Female. She walked in there, she looked in there, man, and I think either she got a change of venue, right? Because I think in California, you guys they got different laws out there where they can go ahead and reappeal it. But she went in there, man, and you know that $800 million that motherfucker got to pay? Gone, right? She made it disappear. The 300 grand, right? Remember, that 300 grand he was paying a month in alimony, he would have to be funding the next man's or men that this bitch she's going to be involved with. His meals, he's going to be funding his housing, he's going to be funding the trips. Yeah, he would have been funding it. Dre would have been funding all that shit. Yes. Went away. Female attorney. She said, and I quote, out of all of my cases, she said, I represent typically about 99.999% women. You're the first man one of the first men I've actually got to represent. And she went in that motherfucker and negotiated and got a new deal on the table of $100 million. That's it. Basically, Dre got to pay $100 million, one-time lump sum, boom, gone. Right? Because I think she would have got rights to like some of his beats and shit or what have you, whatever. And her attorney argued, hey, you better take this right now, man, because, hey, and on top of his prenuptial agreement reinstated. I seen Slim Thugger, rapper Slim Thugger from out of Texas. He was saying that, he said it. He said, man, that brothers, we need to be on a silent strike. Don't get married. He said all that good ass music that Drake made, and now that boils down to this bitch getting damn near all that shit, all that money and all that time. Don't get married. Slim Thug kept that shit real, but that's a lot of goddamn money. That nigga Slim Thug said shit. I ain't even got that type of goddamn money and shit, man. I ain't even got that type of money. And I was like, Slim Thug, hell yeah. I mean, I understand shit. But yeah, you're right. He was like, Dre had all those years of good ass music, good ass beats. And it all goes down the drain because of 27 years of a woman saying irreconcilable differences or whatever the fuck, man. It's crazy, you guys, man. So it's true. Don't get married. So anyways, there's more somebody else in the chat. Bobo Anderson says, men first channel. Yes, men first. Yeah. All races. Yes. All cultures. Yeah. We trying to bring them solutions to this channel, and several others. There's a guy named Singletown Bachelor says, you have 741 subs and only 2 likes. I understand it, man, but hey, this is how the shit is, man, for real. I started getting more subs, man. Like, dude, I was like 728, now I'm like 741 or some shit. And I was like, what in the fuck? Yeah, it was like when I dropped a couple more videos, all of a sudden it was like this big, I was like, damn, So, but also too, and a lot of you guys must be taking my advice. I tell them to take my channel link, share it in Facebook groups, lots and lots of Facebook groups. Share it also too in my previous videos, and current. Share them in Facebook groups, share it in Twitter, Instagram, or what have you, man. Make somebody's day. Make somebody's day. Even though they may not make your day, goddamn it, then you can sure make somebody else's, goddamn it. Okay. But no, man, yeah, that attorney with Dr. Dre, yeah, she went in there, man, and got a settlement of just 100 million, just flat here. We'll just pay you 100 million, boom, we're done. You see where I'm going with this? Singletown Bachelor said the subs is lazy. Hit the like button. Thank you, Singletown Bachelor. If I get monetized, I would like to make you a moderator. Yes, you and Bo Anderson. I would highly, highly appreciate that. Thank you, man. You guys are so supportive. I really appreciate that shit, because we got a lot of what I call window shoppers here that stop by and then just sit back from the cuts and shit. So, just why, and that's cool. That's cool. And then, some people at work, they ain't got time to watch this shit, and then some of them, they got families or whatever the fuck, so, but anyways, though, but Dr. Dre, he went, got a female attorney. I don't listen. When I say get a female attorney, man, I'm not saying just to get it. I'm saying that shit because it's real. They're manipulative. They're kind. They're cunning and shit. They're conniving, and they can see through another bitch's bullshit. They can see that shit. I'm telling you, for real. Us guys, we can see that shit, but we can only do so much. A female will go on that motherfucker, bitch, look, but say it in a professional way. She don't have to cuss at her ass. No. She knows how to professionally whoop another bitch's ass, goddamn it. Professionally. Not physically, but professionally and psychologically wise in words. Yeah, I remember women used to using words in psychology, man. Men, we're more action-based. You understand? It's a different ballgame, so, look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Tom Brady's another one. Okay. She didn't appreciate his ass and shit. She wanted him to go ahead and do what? Bow down and cow down to her demands, wants, and needs. She knew what she was getting into when she got in that relationship with his ass. And what the fuck you think happened? What the fuck you think happened? Now they're in a divorce. They're in a situation. You see where I'm at? So, more people coming in. Shout out Fantastic. That's my boy, man. That dude is funny in the motherfucker. Shout out Fantastic. If you got a channel, please put your fucking channel inside the chat. I would appreciate it. That motherfucker, he's funny, y'all. If y'all ever want a cool guy to talk to, man, go to Shout out Fantastic, man, for real. Whenever you see him on the live, he's probably one of the best guys you could probably get a God honest truth from. Because I remember that situation about that. We talked about Will Smith and all that damn shit. So, Singletown Bachelor said, "I'm divorced one time, married, never again." Of course. Like Tom Leykis said, I am a Tom Leykis fan to this day. Okay, Tom Leykis is up in age, but he does have an app. Go to blowmeuptom.com. Go to this website or go to the Tom Leykis app. You can download the app and subscribe. I think with ads is $11 a month. Without ads, it's like $19 a month. You understand? So, yeah, but go to Tom Leykis, man. If you want to, he is the don't get married king. If you like, no, I don't want to pay the money, that's fine, cool. Go look up Tom Leykis on YouTube. And there's other guys who actually still has his content, still preloaded, so, but you can still listen to that shit for free on YouTube. But there's other people, what they'll do is subscribe to his app, record that shit, and then turn around and put that shit back out here, man. Because people don't have the money to listen to that shit, so, but hey, Tom Leykis just did the clever move. He just figured that, hey, he doesn't want to be under the thumb of radio. or any podcasts and shit or any social media. So he said, look, I'm gonna take my millions, come out with an app, which he did, and make my own platform. Anybody want to listen to that shit, just pay me my money. You can listen to whoever, however you want to, you know. You can't engage with them though. That's what I don't like. You know, I wish we could engage in them and do the phone calls again. I like the phone calls, man. So shout out Fantastic said, yes, sir. And he also said Tom Leykis is the master. Yes, he will always be the master. Yes, he always will. Okay. And I agree with about 95% of everything that motherfucker says. 95%. Do I have some disagreements with Tom Leykis? Of course. You know, just like with Kevin Samuels, I agree with almost 90%. You hear me? That's a big difference. 95% with Tom Leykis, 90% with Kevin Samuels. The reason I say 90% with Kevin Samuels because I do not condone marriage. Fuck no. I encourage guys to, when you see the red flags, you're in the marriage, man, god damn it, either divorce her, right, or file an annulment. Okay? File a fucking annulment. All right? File that shit, god damn it. For real. I am not bullshitting. File an annulment. You know, this thing did not work, right? It never just exhausts the marriage, you know. Yeah, I'm not an attorney. Go look up the definition of what filing an annulment is, in addition to filing a divorce. When you see those fucking red flags, and take Tom Leykis. Listen to Tom Leykis' advice about marriage and divorce, man. For real, he said the same thing. File first, okay. But after you get divorced one time, just like Single Town Bachelor said, man, don't get married again. In the United States, Canada, don't do it. Don't. It's not worth it. So, anyways, Single Town Bachelor said, you cannot be 100%. It's impossible. Yeah. No, yeah. Of course it's impossible. You can't agree with everybody 100%, you know. You know, Kevin Samuels promoted women to get married, which is true. They should get married before they have kids, not have kids, then kick him to the curb and then try to find another guy to raise somebody else's kid. You know, that's bullshit, you know. But Tom Leykis is like, hey, you know, we see the divorce rates, we see the high percentage of women who actually file divorce first. We see the fake allegations, though legal allegations, men get accused of all the time. Why get married? What's the point of getting married? Why even move in together? And then he goes in deeper. Why even have a girlfriend? Why do you got a girlfriend? Why? You understand? Especially if you're in your 20s. If you're in your 20s, you know, you got a girlfriend, something's fucking wrong with that picture, you know? You know, if anything, you should be just having sex with these goddamn women, but don't be having fucking girlfriends. Don't be getting into marriages. Don't move in with them, especially if you are in your 20s, you know, or your 30s, even your 30s, right? If you're going to get married, I recommend at least over the age of 35 in another country where the divorce rates are low and the laws favor both men and women or just men. I recommend it because over 35, you had experience. You were getting your either got your finances straight or you're close to doing it. You already have visions. You already have goals you want to accomplish or you already have accomplished it, right? You're under 35. You're still a little inexperienced, right? And that's it or whatever, right? Because between 20, your late teens, 20s, and your 30s, man, we're gonna want to fuck a lot. We're gonna want to fuck a lot, which is just how it is, you know. But once you get between 35, 45, or whatever, we're trying to like settling down. We still want to fuck. We still want to have our sex as men, but we're starting to settle down in our ways of, okay, this is what we want to focus at in life. You understand? This is just where it's at, you know? And you got these women between 35, I would say between 30 and 45 that's trying to fucking get married. And they're trying to get married, but in reality, man, they've already smashed the wall. The wall hit them, Father Time, click that dong bell, and in the West. And they got to figure this thing out on their own. Where if we're over 30, 40, 50, and we go overseas and we get with a woman, let's say she's 35 or whatever, we're going to get the level of cooperation we want. Because you think she was humble in her 20s. She's even more humble now that she's past the prime. She's past her prime. You understand? and she's up in age now or whatever, and she has no choice but to be humbled and appreciative. You understand? Especially in that type of country where men run shit and men actually are held at priority. You understand? Shauna Fantastic says, "Do not get married." Period. Of course, Shaolin, don't get married in the West. Any type of westernized country, United States, Canada. Okay, don't do it. Okay, Western Europe, especially Western Europe, Australia, and certain parts of Western Africa. Okay, Western Africa is slowly trying to adopt a little bit of this Western ideology, but the problem is it's too patriarchal. And I've seen those presidents. Those presidents don't fuck around. They got those presidents and their governments. They don't. They've got like a zero tolerance for the bullshit, man, for real. So and like I said, we're in the United States matrix where they're trying to normalize, all this bad behavior. They're trying to normalize it. They're trying to make sure that women actually can continue to have a lot of kids and with multiple kids dads, kick them out, destroy the relationship, or find reasons why they're wrong. Because you got to remember, in their mind, they're never wrong, and then just find some guy to just get with them, right, and take care of the kids and forgive them for their sins and all the bad decisions they made. All the motorcycle riders, and they've actually adopted all the dick riding they did. All the multiple tattoos and piercings. So and like I said, I mean, Kevin Samuels, he's addressed that shit so much. Like I still look at this old content. I think today or this weekend or whatever, they're throwing an anniversary for Samuel from the anniversary of his passing. You understand? You know, and right now, people, they're getting more of his content out there. His not only his content he put on YouTube, he also got IG content. Like he got a lot of Instagram content, and then also I think Patreon content too. Man, that's a lot of fucking content. You understand? The thing was, a while back, I made a video about Charles Tyler, Tom Leykis, and Kevin Samuels. Okay. And there was a disagreement that came about Tom Leykis and Kevin Samuels, where Tom Leykis made a statement on Twitter saying that Kevin Samuels was trying to steal Tom Leykis' methods. And I argued, fuck no and hell no. Okay. You see where I'm at? I don't agree with everybody. You understand? On the things I do agree about, cool. But I don't agree with everybody. You understand? But I disagree with Tom Leykis that Kevin Samuels had his own way of doing things. See, you got to remember, Tom Leykis was behind the radio, man. All right, he wasn't in person doing a lot of this shit. You understand? Like Kevin Samuels is. Kevin Samuels was putting these bitches right there live on camera. Sometimes behind, whatever, but he was showing his face or whatever in his clean ass suit and telling these bitches to God out of his truth and addressing it for what it is. And the problem is that women out here, they don't like to be told the truth. They like to be living in fairy tale land, man. They like what they call pretty lies, whatever, right? If you tell them the truth, man, they can't fucking adapt to that shit. They can adapt to the shit in the West. No, man. They'd rather be lied to and also their ego stroked. You understand? So when it came to Tom Leykis, he just took it as, hey, he's copying my style, and that's what you get when you copy people's style. I disagree with that shit, because they got a different way of doing things. Tom Leykis, and you got to remember, Kevin Samuels actually gave several shout outs to Tom Leykis and praising him, man, because he was one of the first to actually get on talk radio and call these bitches out and let these bitches call in. You understand? And either get advice from him or he'll call their ass out for what it is. Or Kevin Samuels, it was a different animal. He was live on camera, not only calling these bitches out too, but also giving them advice. And then also too, he had testimonials of relationships that he was building and getting people together and married. Okay. All right, that's a big difference. You understand? He was getting them together, getting married. I do not remember one time. All right, Tom Leykis, my father, goddamn it, of radio, actually encouraged one time for women to get married. I do not remember one time he encouraged men or women to get married. All right. That's what made me fucking goddamn fall for Tom Leykis. And then he broke down the reasons why. He said he got married 4 times, never again. The best damn stories I heard was him being with the multiple women that had psychological issues or bipolar or whatever. Those were the best damn stories. Go type in Tom Leykis bipolar, right? Women or bipolar. And man, just listen to that shit. Oh my fucking God. That was the best damn stories with an S that I fucking ever heard, and how he ran the fuck away from that shit. And I recommend guys too that if you can, avoid women with psychological issues for long term. Now you can do the hit it and quit it, and that's perfectly fine. But you also have to remember that there are risks that you're taking with the women who have inherently serious psychological problems. You know, bipolar, fucking schizophrenia, some type of depression. You know, AD, whatever the fuck they got, man, and shit, man. You know, they're always walking around the house crying, or at night you're going to sleep, and at night they're up, and then during the day you're getting ready to go to work or do what you got to do, and then they're sleeping. You know, who the fuck want to deal with all that shit? I don't. And why would you get married or have a kid with that woman? I just don't understand that shit. You know, for real. I used to, in my blue pill days, I used to actually in my blue pill days, I used to actually get with these fucked up women who had psychological issues, feel sorry for them, take them in, and what the fuck you think happened? Eventually, once you take them in, and of course they play by the same rules that normal matrix women is, and that is, if he's a nice guy, that means I could take advantage of him. Okay, that means I can treat him like crap, and if he's not going to do nothing to me because he's nice. Does that kind of sound familiar, you guys? Raise your hand inside the chat if you've been through this. Being nice to a woman, that interpret to her that, okay, I get to treat him like garbage because he's nice. So that means that he's not going to do nothing to me. He's not going to retaliate. Raise your hand. If you can't do it, that's fine. Because a lot of guys have went through that shit. You understand? A lot of guys have. But I dated women with psychological issues, single moms, and all the bullshit. I had to learn. I had to learn to avoid that shit. Avoid them like the fucking plague. They're gonna look good. I swear to God, they're gonna look good. They're gonna, and even if you do a one night stand, that pussy's gonna be good. I'm telling you, that pussy's gonna be good. The sex is gonna be good, and it's gonna happen. You're gonna have that ting in your mind, like, damn, I can save her. Or, damn, I can help her out, or whatever. Right? You gotta resist that shit. When that little ting comes in your mind, like Coach Red Pill said on his channel, ting, I can help her. I can save her, man. Maybe I can get in a relationship with her. It's time for your ass. When it comes to a matrix woman, you get that little thought in your mind one time, run. Run as fast as you fucking can from that bitch, okay? Get your rocks off, lose that bitch phone number, block her number, or whatever. You avoid her phone calls, whatever the fuck, man, or whatever. If you do fuck with her from time to time, man, you have to make sure it's clear. Because what's going to happen, you're going to put that dick on her. And once you put the dick on her, man, I'm telling you, man, she's going to get feelings. And once she start getting feelings, she's going to want to try to ease her way in and try to get a relationship with your ass, man. You know, even though she got depressional pills, bipolar pills and shit. And she's going to want you to deal with that shit, man. And then one night, you're going to wake up, and then after you get that ass from her, you're going to wake up, and she's going to be butt naked sitting in a damn chair with a big-ass knife, man, wondering why the fuck you sitting in that damn bed. Because she's not going to remember what the fuck happened, because either she's didn't take her medication, or if she didn't take her medication, she could have possibly, you hear me, possibly sold her medication for money. Yes, they do that shit. They sell it for money to get other types of drugs, methamphetamine. I've done this. Don't be silly. Y'all silly asses. Y'all silly motherfuckers out there probably fucking with one of these bitches right now and going through it. I'm telling you, man. I'm not bullshitting on this shit. I've been through it, man. I've been through it, okay? So don't put yourself in that situation. Don't, you guys, okay? But yeah, RIP to Kevin Samuels, and Tom Leykis is still the man. He's still the fucking man, you know. Tom Leykis will always still be the man. I don't care if he got older person issues or what have you. That motherfucker still got some sense. So advise men to never get married, to move in with these bitches. Don't be here's my thing. I tell you guys, don't be busting nuts in their pussies. Don't do that shit. No. Don't be doing that. You bust nut in that woman pussy you want to, goddamn. And but she says she's on birth control. You're gonna find out one day the hard way. 18 long years of handing over money and then having to go ahead and raise kids that you didn't want. I'm telling you, man, it's real shit, man. It is real shit. I made a video about that shit, man. Don't be about pregnancy traps and shit, man. Don't be busting nuts in these women's pussy, okay? For God's sakes, don't be moving them in, okay? Don't be moving in with her, okay? That's a definite no-no, right? If you move in with her, right? If you got to be homeless and go couch hop and ride that shit out, ride it out. You poor, man, and you got to, and you doing, ride that shit out, man. Ride that shit out, okay? And you better go online, go look up housing authority or whatever state you're in. Like in my case, I look up housing authority of Kansas City or low income based housing. And what I would do, I don't care how long that list is, put your name on all those goddamn lists, fill out all those applications. I don't care how bad your shit is or whatever, right? If you got evictions, records, or whatever, man, I'm telling you, fill that shit out. Put on there that you don't have a criminal record, whatever. I don't care if you do, but just put that shit on there. 10, 20 of those motherfuckers. Fuck that. And somebody gonna call your ass, and you go there and you go to the interview or the appointment, man, and get you a spot. Get you a spot. You might be on that list for a year, 2 years, man. But I would rather be on somebody's list than not be on the list, man. For real. It beats that until you stop couch hopping, man. I would rather do that than just move with some goddamn female. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, for real. They're going to tempt you, man. They're going to tempt you to move in, man. But once you move in with that bitch, man, I'm telling you, man, just going to be little shit that she's going to do that's get on your fucking nerves. And then before you know it, you know, you're going to get on her nerves and she going to hit you with, you don't like what the fuck I did. You can get the fuck out of my house, you know. And then once you get out for real, a couple weeks later, whatever, she gonna want you to come back because she's lonely, she ain't getting no dick or whatever, and it's gonna be that back and forth. Because in there, once you come back like a dumbass, ting, okay, he came back. So you gave her the signal to let her know, okay, now I actually kicked this man out. Now I can go ahead and have him come back and forth anytime I want to. Plus, when we break up and I kick him out, I could slide in some new dick or get some new attention. Are you kind of getting this shit right? Did you take your daily red pills, sir? This is what fuck is really going on. I hope you took your daily red pills. I hope you did. You understand? This is what's going on. You understand? So, again, you guys, man, don't be sitting out here, man, putting yourself in situations, man. You know, don't be putting yourself in these fucked up situations. There's a lot of that shit out there, you know. A lot of these guys out here, man, you know, put themselves in situations that can easily be prevented, man. You know, they do, you know. And that's why I tell you guys from my experience, you know, because like I said, I've been baby trapped. You know, my baby in there, I love her and I care about her and everything. I got 4 years till she turned 18, 4 years. And then if God's willing and I can stay alive, man, shit, I'm trying to leave the matrix. I want to be over in fucking Thailand or Brazil, man, or Eastern Europe somewhere, goddamn Africa, with a big ass coconut, and just like they got in Florida, man. What my boy who's in Florida, man, what's his name? Let's see, was that Bo Anderson? Yeah, Bo Anderson. I think he's in Florida. Yeah, I want to have one of them Florida fucking beach shirts over there, big ass coconut in the Philippines or something, chilling, man. Looking at the news, flicking the remote. I'm gonna be flicking a remote on the beach. Damn. They divorcing some more motherfuckers and shit. Or damn, they shot some more people. Yeah, I want to be like that in the safety of a better or different environment. Shit, they got their own bullshit. Don't get me wrong. Other countries got their own bullshit. All right. They got their own bullshit, but it's a different type of bullshit. All right. I'll give you an example. Thailand has typhoons, right? What would you rather do? Would you rather live in a suburban area in the United States and keep ducking for bullets and dealing with guys who's mean mugging your ass? God damn it, right? And deal with some type of racism, discrimination, or prejudiceness, right? Would you rather deal with that in the United States, or would you rather deal with a typhoon that just comes out of nowhere and floods the property, part of your property or whatever, takes about a couple weeks, boom, the water is drained and you're good to go? You guys got to kind of weigh out the pros and cons. You understand? You got to kind of weigh it out. You understand? A flood or, I mean, I don't know. I like to weigh out the pros and cons. God damn it, shit. I'm trying to stay alive, okay? Shit. We got so many goddamn mass shootings. It's crazy, goddamn it, shit. And I told people this shit too. If I'm trying to stay alive, man, I'm also too trying to make sure I got time for myself so I can spend time for myself, man. For real. Hey, 18 years with my daughter, man. I'm doing my thing. Man. Ain't the best job. I'm doing my thing, man. Shit. Hell, I got my receipt sitting right there. My daughter. They say show receipts. My daughter, my receipt. God damn it. Shit. Y'all want to go technical? I'll show you that court order that says no child support on there twice. Okay. I'll whip out the other court order that says, though, right? Passport granted to the daughter. Okay. Yeah. I went and got my daughter's passport. Yeah. Because that bitch would not fucking cooperate. I told you about them court orders, man. Yeah. I bring that shit right back around. Shout out to the Winners Legion channel. I'm telling you, I bring that shit right back around. All right. I don't bullshit about this shit, man. For real. Them court orders are the truth. So, but anyways, I want to go back on the topic of alimony and divorce. Okay. I've been on this live stream for a while, a little bit over an hour. Make sure you guys click the like button, share the video, so I'm gonna be on here for a little bit more longer and everything. I'm testing out YouTube's version of going live versus StreamYard and actually seeing, okay, which one is going to be more beneficial. Okay. All right. And so far out of the two, I got more engagement on YouTube than I had StreamYard. Got a lot of engagement on it. But on StreamYard, which is powerful, I can invite guests on that motherfucker. I can invite guests. And then for some reason, I get a shitload more views. I don't know why. It's just how it is or whatever. Right? StreamYard is powerful, so I don't know. I'm weighing it out. I'm not going to tap out on YouTube live yet. We're going to see. Because remember, not only this is actually streaming on YouTube, but I also got a Rumble account too. So because I'm monetized on Rumble. Going to my about section of my channel, you can see my Rumble. You can contact me on WhatsApp. Yes, there's my WhatsApp link. You can contact me on Skype. If you want to contact me directly, go to my about section of my channel and you can see that information, and also look in the description if you want to contact me directly. You understand? Okay. So, all right. Shallon Fantastic says, so how did you pull off no child support? Very simple. I talked about this earlier. You came in at the late end of it, Shallon Fantastic. Let me drink my coffee real quick. All right, cool. Nah, I just set up here and I did exactly the advice I'm telling you guys, Shallon. When the baby was 1 year old, I took that bitch to court. I served her papers. Shit. While she was holding my daughter away for 10 months, I got 2 college degrees, okay? I got an associate's applied science degree in heating and air conditioning, refrigeration technology, okay? And the other one's in stationary engineering technology, okay? In that degree, one thing that they taught us was, number one, research, and also 2, if you don't know the answer, learn how to get it and who to get it from. Okay. And I made a video describing this whole thing, Shaolin Fantastic. You can go check it out, okay? All right, check it out on how to get full custody or joint custody and avoid child support. You'll see the thumbnail in there, okay? But basically, I'm just giving you the cliff notes of what happened, because I got a whole video going into detail. But basically, I pulled it off basically by serving her papers when she was young. My daughter was young at 1, and also it caught my daughter's mom off guard. I didn't tell that bitch shit, okay? Me and her had already broken up, I already told you guys in the last film she had already had sex with my brother while he was married, and she got pregnant with his kid. Jerry Springer times 3 shit, okay? So, child fantastic. I don't have no kids. You better keep it like this, sir. And one thing that happened is that when she left and everything and kept my daughter away for 10 months, right, while fucking and having sex with my brother, okay, family member shit, okay, talk about keeping it in the family. I had to go ahead and do some research, and I called up a bunch of attorneys. I had 2 in the state of Kansas, 3 in Missouri, right, and one thing led to another. I narrowed it down to one attorney, which was a female, and we served that bitch papers. We served the papers and got a court date. And also we filed a motion for paternity. And once we filed a motion for paternity, I got the DNA test, and the judge granted me temporarily time with my daughter. And then my attorney told me, if we keep this going, you're going to get to the point where you're going to see your daughter so much that you might get tired of her, right? She was saying it in a jokingly way. And I'm like, dude, if this is somebody, a human being that I made, I deserve to actually not only see and spend time with this human being, but also raise this human being. Show this person love and caring like a father does, because I don't want to be like these fathers out here who are not around their kid, right? And then also, too, make sure that this human being that I have created, right, recognize who I am, okay? You understand? I had a choice to decide from my degree, because I was about to get my bachelor's degree in heating and air conditioning, and heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration uh, technology, right? There was a bachelor's degree, because I was going to fly to Pennsylvania, get my 4 years there, or I already had 2 years, so technically 2 years. And then I was going to fly over to Europe and live the rest of my life over there, because I made my mind up. I didn't want to live here in the United States Matrix, because I had already watched Michael Moore's video at the time. Go look up Michael Moore, and he has shown how the rest of the world's healthcare system was. And I was looking at the fact of that, damn, you can get good ass healthcare out there for free in Europe. I didn't even know that shit. And then on top of that, you can get a college education literally for free. Shit. And then you can get a doctor to come to your house and visit you just as quick as you can get a plumber or electrician to come to your goddamn house and write you a prescription. He can actually diagnose you too, and everything that, or recommend you to go to the hospital and shit, and take you to the hospital and stuff. That told me United States is highly fucked up. The pharmaceutical companies, go watch Michael Moore's film. It's called Sicko. It's an older film, but he shows so many golden truth bombs in there. It's crazy. Now remember, this was back in my blue pill days. You understand? I haven't known nothing about the red pill or any of the pills. This in my blue pill days. I just had some sense to just take her to court. Okay. All right. You might call it pre-red pill or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I just served the papers, and long story short, we went to the negotiation room on trial. She finally got an attorney. I got an attorney. We went back and forth. She said she wanted to put me on child support. And I'm like, hold up. When we were together, you said you wouldn't put me on child support. All right. Remember that shit? I told you guys earlier, these women will tell you guys they'll never do it. These bitches will. Well, she decided that she wanted to do it. And I'm like, okay, then fine. Then if you're going to put me on child support, I'm going to put you on child support and get full custody, right? And I want back child support, current child support, right? I want reimbursement of attorney fees, court costs, and the DNA test. She said, you're going to hit me for child support? I said, you goddamn right. I said, if you want a check, I want one too. Now, at the time, my attorney advised me. I didn't even know I could get child support. I just thought, remember, I'm blue pill. I just thought that all women could get child support. But my attorney told me, she said, I told you to get a female. She said, well, we were in there because we were going to come with a counter offer, right? My offer was joint custody. She came with a counter petition saying they wanted me for child support, supervised visits, and rotational weekends. I said, what the fuck on what grounds, right? They couldn't even tell me what grounds. So my attorney told me to counter. I said, I can counter. She said, yeah. And I was like, well, you think I should get joint custody? She said, She said, if you're going to go all the way up. And I said, what do you mean go all the way up? I said, there's full custody. She said, yeah, go for full custody. I said, damn, I could get that shit? She said, yeah, you got the DNA test right here. I said, yeah, you're right. And I was like, what about child support? She said, yeah, you can get child support. You're the father. You're entitled to it. I said, damn, I could get a child. Man, that shit fucked me up, Shaolin. And the rest of the chat, I'm telling you, I had no idea a man could get child support. No idea. That's why I said, get an attorney. They know this shit. We went in there. We wanted full custody, back child support, and this is just a presentation. So if in the event she does not come with a deal, we present this to the judge, and she doesn't have a legitimate argument, there is a high 95% probability we're going to get everything. And this is what she said, because we're the petitioner, not the respondent, the petitioner. Petitioner is the guy or gal who serves the other party. And the judge came in there and he told me, man, that basically this was where I'm proud that you actually made this effort in such words. And he gave me everything, man. Everything. Signed off. No argument on it. His name was Judge Roger Prokes. Go look him up. He was a great judge. And he told me that, hey, this was very rare that a father can come in there and try to get custody of a daughter. You understand? But what I want to tell you guys this, don't let no guy tell you to submit to paying child support or to submit to where this fuck bitch actually has proposed in court. No, fight that bitch. You serve her ass. You serve her, okay? All right? And even if she does come with an attorney, you come with an attorney. Stack your little $2 to $5 grand up and pay to the attorney and make sure you vet the attorney. Make sure he or she got your best interest. You got to do this way in advance. You can't wait to the day of court date and get a goddamn attorney or a couple weeks. No, months in advance, and then serve her out of blue. You got to catch your opponent off guard, man. Catch the opponent off guard when they least expect it. I'm telling you this shit. And not only I won this one, no, I won two cases. You understand? For real. Because my daughter and we were listening to the Passport Bros, man, in MGTOW, man. My daughter listened to mostly the Passport Bros at the time and seen all these beautiful fucking beaches out there, man, and the candy and the cakes and the zoos and how peaceful the kids were. And she said she want to go. And I said, well, baby, I'll tell you what, because I told her I want to go. I want to go. However, we have to go ahead and we have to serve your mom in court in order for this to do. Are you okay with that? She said, if I could get out of here, yes. I said, really? And my daughter right now, she's 14, okay? All of this was maybe a year and a half ago, right? Around the pandemic or whatever, right? And I went and served her papers, caught her off guard, filed a motion for modification of custody, okay? The judge not only gave me extra time on my parenting plan, extra holidays I wanted, but gave me the daughter's passport, okay? I had only 2 weeks of parenting time. Remember, there's a joint custody agreement for all summertime. No, the judge granted me a total of 8 weeks, meaning I could stay gone for 2 months with my daughter around the globe, okay? And when they had me on the stand, guess what? I ate that ass up, Shaolin, okay? She couldn't hold me down on no fucking stand. Her attorney tried to cross-examine me, and she said, so, Mr. So-and-so, I said, yes. So are you going to take your daughter to the prohibited areas of the world and actually kidnap her and keep her away? I said, let me tell you something. I had over 10 years with my daughter. If I want to kidnap my daughter, I would have been already done it. And she said, but that's not answering the question. Oh, yes, it is. Then the judge said, continue. You should be fine. Next question. Yeah, I held it down. I held it. And listen, guess what? You see how I'm on camera right now, right? Martin Luther King, Malcolm X in the background. I went to court on my laptop. I didn't leave for shit. Look, see this. This is my coffee. I'm drinking on my coffee. The judge is in there. Her, my daughter's mom and her attorney is on there in her office. My attorney's at home, okay? And my attorney's sitting up here, man. So when they cross-exam, I object. And the judge is like, sustain, overrule. They doing their thing. This is trial or whatever, right? But yeah, we won. Two cases. I'm not listen. You listen. If I gave you the case number right now, you can go look that shit up, man. I don't have no reason to lie about this shit. Okay. And so this is how I know, man. Again, all right. You have to file first when it comes to joint custody, when it comes to getting full custody, when it comes to divorcing that bitch. And you have to put the language inside that petition that's in the best interest of you, your kids, your business, or what have you. You understand that? I want you to go to the Coffee Pods channel. He has a great channel. Oh my God. He did a 2-hour stream. I think I might do something like that tonight. This was really good. He had a 2-hour stream on several attorneys, right? This was just recent. Several attorneys that were giving guys advice, right? Both women and male attorneys that were giving guys advice on what to do when you're faced with a child support, child custody situation, right? Or if you're stuck with false allegations, what a woman, how to handle those situations, because a lot of guys don't know. I always talk about the story how a woman, right? That's why I always talk about don't bring women overseas over to the United States. You just don't do that. That is a fucking no. Don't bring them over. Don't. I talked about a story from Dennis Sperling show, right? Shout out to him, attorney Dennis Sperling, right? And he talked about a story where a young woman, of course, they got these guys who's overconfident. I'm going to go ahead and bring her over anyway. Fuck that shit. Dumbass dudes. He bring her over. She'll never do nothing like that. She's traditional. And of course, we all know that when you bring a foreign woman over to a matrix, she doesn't immediately, and I mean it, she doesn't immediately turn into a matrix person. No, it's a process. Brought her over, and I think she was a single mother too. Brought her and the kid over, and long story short, that stayed over maybe a year and a half. And one day she walked in the bathroom, and remember, everything is peaceful. And she went in there, and of course, what he fucked up was he had allowed her to affiliate with some other matrix women. That's a no. You just don't do that. You shouldn't have brought her over in the first place. And she went in the bathroom, punched herself in the fucking eye, man. Took her cell phone out, called the police, right? And the police, she said, from my understanding, they had a recording of this shit that, she was crying, saying he hit me, and I don't know what to do or whatever. And they said, where are you at? Give me address or whatever. Said he's in the other room. She came out the bathroom, cleaned up, whatever she did to punch herself or whatever. And he said, baby, what's going on? And she said, nothing. He said, what's wrong with your eye? And she said, I hurt myself, right? And he said, what in the hell? And what do you think happened? There was a knock at the fucking door, and there was a police there, and she screamed and said he did it. And who do you think the police arrested? His ass. Oh, yeah. Arrested his ass, okay? Took him in, and he's like, what the fuck? You can't do this and all this shit or whatever, right? I got somebody in the chat, and someone named Edward H. Hey, what's going on, Edward? He said, how can I get in touch with you? I told you, go to the About tab of my channel and also go inside of the description. Has my Skype. You can contact me on Skype. Has my WhatsApp. Also has my email, right? And then also, too, I got a Reddit group on Reddit. You can contact me there, but contact me particularly on Skype, WhatsApp, email. Skype, WhatsApp, email. There are the links inside of the about section. If you guys want to reach out to me personally, you can, and we can actually talk, because there's conversations that I talk about on WhatsApp with other guys and Skype that we cannot talk about this shit on YouTube. We can't. The advice I give you is the dark fuckery I cannot talk about on YouTube. And there's guys who give me advice. I cannot expose that shit. So we can't put that shit on YouTube. No, we can't, man. No, man, for real. All right. And the passport bros, let me tell you, these are bad motherfuckers. All right. When they say pay for the consultations, in most cases, it's going to be worth every goddamn dime. And when they say let's have a private WhatsApp conversation or Skype, they mean it, man, for real. I got a lot of my advice from there. So, yeah. But Edward H, yes, you can contact me there. And also Shaolin Fantastic and whoever else, you guys welcome to contact me there on WhatsApp or Skype, or just shoot me an email. But anyways, you guys, so they arrested the guy. He's gone. He's fucking gone, man. And so the judge ruled that they're not only they press charges on the man. This is from the Attorney Dennis Brolin channel, man. They press charges on the guy, and they ruled that he has to, instead of her waiting like 7 years to get the immigration, and he did this to a foreigner. How long you think the immigration took? Wasn't no fucking 7 years. No, I got that shit in 6 months. Yeah, like sped that shit up like it was like nuts. Sped that shit up. And then he had to pay both for her and the child, right, a monthly stipend check like every fucking month, because they were considered that they're kind of like his dependent. You see where I'm at? All right. And he had to do time in jail. So my point is this, right? He regret bringing that bitch over, man, or whatever, right? He really, really regret it. So my point is, and this is what I'm saying to you guys, right? Is it really worth really getting involved with any Matrix woman, or bringing a woman over here to become Matrix fucking possessed? No. Why would you do it? You're bringing her to a country that you're escaping, that you know that women have the advantage when it comes to the legal system. Okay? Women have the advantage here, right? They can hit us for child support. They can hit us for fake legal allegations, what have you. You understand? Edward Shah H says, bless you, bro. I have added you. Where did you add me at? Was it on Skype? Was it on WhatsApp? Or was it, what was it? My email, what have you? And if you can, shoot me a quick message so I can know who you are, man, or whatever, okay? And I'll look out for you, okay? And then we can reach out to each other, okay? Man, the engagement is growing. I love it. Yes, the engagement is going. I see so far it looks like it's 7 people who's coming to watch this. Love it. And the likes up there. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Click the like button. Share the videos. You guys, thank you. So I appreciate it, man. I'm glad I got supporters here on the channel, man. If there's haters out there, fuck you. Go to a female's channel or some shit like that to come go hate, okay? All right? These brothers looking for solutions, okay? And then they talking to a guy who has some experience from being fucked over, you understand? And actually had some successes or whatever, and also had some downfalls, shit. So, but the man did time, man. And like I said, why put yourself in that situation, where you bringing this woman over to a country where this woman actually has the advantages. They got the advantage, okay? I told you about Dr. Dre. We talked about what? I said Dr. Dre. We talked about Tom Brady. These are guys who are millionaires. Tom Leykis got divorced 4 times, not appreciated by none of these goddamn women. None, right? We talked about, what's that? Michael Irvin. Look at Michael Irvin, okay? All right? Fake allegation, right? And he got a big win of about $110 million. Crazy. You understand? Crazy. Thank you, Edward. He said, he added me on Skype and Reddit. Thank you. Just reach out to me on Skype, man. It's more direct, okay? Skype and WhatsApp is more direct, okay? Or email. Yeah, Michael Irvin, $110 million from fucking Marriott. These motherfuckers didn't even, they knew that this woman was in the wrong for saying that this man had did that shit. They knew she was in the wrong. And when his attorney asked to show the tape, they didn't want to show any cameras or whatever. That's when you knew they was in the wrong. They was about to come out some serious money. You understand? Some serious goddamn money, you know? It's sad, but it's true, you guys. And I agree with attorney Dennis Sperling. He said this shit almost a year and a half ago, and it's real. If you're a man and you got over $1 million coming in every fucking goddamn year, hell, you know, some of these guys got hundreds of millions of dollars and going through this legal shit. What the fuck are you doing here, man? Bounce, nigga. Bounce. Okay? Bounce. You got over $100 million, man. Bounce. Okay? Shit. Johnny Depp was so goddamn rich, he didn't even go to court. He was like overseas while they were about to present the trial. Okay? All right? Why? You understand? Think about this shit. You understand? And Johnny Depp learned from this situation. You understand? And he won his case. Okay? He won. Okay? You understand? Fake legal allegations that women can accuse you of. They have no proof. They just say it. And you got to go through court for it. You understand? You got to go through court for it. You know? It's too much. It's too fucking much. Okay? Look at my boy Jonathan Majors. Yeah. Another one. I've talked about that on the other stream. I talked about it, you know, on the stream that's went in when I talked about is it worth us staying in the Matrix? You know, I talked about the guns and then I talked about the fake allegations on there. Jonathan Majors, he's going through it. Okay. Goddamn shame, man. Companies walking away from him because of what a woman said. No proof, really, just what she said. Okay. Woman can say it and she'll get away with it. More than most likely. With no evidence. Crazy. My boy from the Rick and Morty show, right? The Owners. I talked about that. Rick and Morty. Go look that shit up. I did a video on that shit. You guys know, right? You know, look up my Matrix video. I was talking about, is it worth brothers staying in the Matrix? Is it really worth it? All right. And what do you think happened? He has Adult Swim and HBO. A few companies decided to walk away from him, but when the evidence was produced, that there was no evidence. Okay. Now the companies are wondering, well, did we pull the trigger a little bit too soon? You see where I'm at? And I believe that these guys got millions of dollars like that. Millions. When you sign these contracts out there, make sure you sign a contract stating that, hey, if anything legally happens to my goddamn ass, you're obligated to stay with me, and that's final. They can't sign that shit, goddamn it. Too bad. You understand? Too bad or whatever. That should be inside their contracts. All right? Because I'm a domino player. Like I said, all money ain't good money. You, for real, you need to tell them companies that they want me bad. Hey, you know, there was another company called, I think it's Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson actually got offer from another company, $100 million or what have you. And, you know, Tucker Carlson, he knows his fucking goddamn, he knows his worth. Come on, you know. He still got to get, I think it's like $20 million for the next 5 years for Fox or what have you, you know. And look at all these allegations that are coming up or what have you, you know, whatever, right? Very little proof, just hearsays and text messaging and shit. Types of just bullshit or whatever, right? You know, but he's still getting offers or whatever. If he pulls a contract with somebody, whatever, they better make an ironclad contract where he can say what he got to say. And anything legal that happened to him, right, or anybody else, they got to stay with, they got to. No ifs, ands, buts about it, man. Fuck that shit, man, for real shit, you know. You know, there's a lot of guys who keep their jobs, man. You know, guys who keep their goddamn jobs, man, and shit. They'll call their job. They went to prison. They didn't discuss what they went to jail for or whatever, or prison. Let's just say jail, all right, because prison's so deep. They stayed in jail maybe 2 weeks and come back and they got their job. Why can't that be the same case with this particular situation? You understand? Right? You know, because right now you got Holly Weird, you know, and a lot of these producers all designed now where they have to go ahead and actually do what? Well, if a woman actually says it's true, I'm just going to go ahead and part ways with this guy because the woman said it. No evidence or anything. The court case is not even over with. I'm just going to go ahead and part ways. And then it ends up backfiring. Look at Disney. Disney was up here fucking begging Johnny Depp's ass back, man. They were. You know? They were begging like, but, Johnny Depp, he wasn't having it or whatever, man. Shit, people and men nowadays are starting to know their worth, man. They're starting to know their worth, and they're also paying attention to how many of these fake women allegations that are out there that women are capable of getting away with. Those idiot women who are saying all women are not like that, whatever. We're not talking about all women, all right? So get the earwax out of your ear, you stupid bitch. We're talking about the things that women are capable of doing. Capable of doing. You understand? You own a gun. You're capable of shooting up anybody you want to, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you will. Capabilities means capabilities. You understand? All right. That's what guys are actually taking this red pill is about. They're knowing that women are capable of doing things that's going to hinder us that we cannot control. The only two people can control that situation, man, is the law and that woman. And the way we can avoid that situation is taking precautions by not putting ourselves in a fucked up situation where we end up in jail, end up in prison, or having our money and our resources taken, or have our life and our health at threat. That's what we're trying to talk about. But you still got stupid ass chicks out there that assume that guys are talking about every single woman. Again, we're not talking about every single woman. We're talking about the capabilities that she can do to fuck us over and make sure that she doesn't use any Vaseline, no petroleum jelly, and definitely no baby oil. Legally. I'm for real about this shit, you guys. Shit. Now, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing good brothers get screwed over, man. For real. Good brothers, man. For real, man. Millionaires, man. Shit. Millionaires, man. Shit. Do you know how many times a lot of us MGTOWs, man, and guys with monk mode, man, we had to either refuse dates, right? In the matrix because we want to travel. We got our passports. Because see, the passport is a privilege just like a license. You don't want to do nothing legally to get that shit taken away. So I'm like, okay, I got this motherfucker. Okay, so I better keep my distance with women. You know, if I'm a fuck with a woman, I gotta tiptoe, man, if I'm gonna have sex with her or not. Otherwise I gotta spend lonely nights in there doing my thing by myself. That's not cool until I get overseas. You understand? So I'm just saying, you guys, hey, and people would laugh, crack on you, or whatever the fuck. But hey, those are the same guys that's generally they're ending up in prison, man. They're in prison, becoming somebody's bitch off of some allegation of what other woman had actually did. Because he thought, well, I got game, so um, since I got the game or whatever, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me, and that's cool. If you a Pookie, you're Ray Ray, you're a Man or Daquan and them, and whatever, right? And you could do that and get away with it. Hey, more the power to you. But this channel's not for you. It's not for your ass. You need to go on over there. All right, go over there to the hood nuts and all that other bullshit. You know, this channel is for the average man who is actually trying to make the best of himself, to make better decisions in his life, so that therefore he does not put himself in a situation to not only harm himself, right, but to harm his future. You understand? We're trying to see our future, not harm our future, motherfucker. We're trying to stay alive. We ain't trying to die and get hurt. You understand? We're trying to enjoy our life. We're not trying to stay out here in prison or in jail or raising some single mother's fucking goddamn kid, for real. Or being accused that we're the father of kids that are not ours. And then when she takes us to court and the judge rules that you were the alleged father, regardless, even though the DNA test came back stating that these kids are not yours or whatever, we're still going to go ahead and make you pay. We're trying to avoid that shit. You understand? Right. Well, but I understand it, but it's not fair that the good men are gone or whatever. And it's not fair that the laws are the way they are. Now, this is what you do. Go take you and your 1% asses of women down to Capitol Hill and start protesting that you want the laws to change. So then, therefore, it doesn't just benefit women. No, it should benefit men. If you can't do that, goddamn it, sorry, we're out of here. We're grabbing passports. We're going MGTOW. A lot of us already took the red pill. We are out. We're done. And if anything, if we can't go anywhere right now, fine, we're making preparations. So if in the near future that option does come to us and we got our finances state, we got clean background checks, we got good ass credit, goddamn it, right? We made good decisions on our investments and everything, right? We got a good network of people. When that option comes in the future, we are out of here. We're gone. Okay. And you can go ahead and go back to the thugs, go back to the bad boys, the pimps, max, and players that you were letting love on you and you love on them. You can go back to them. They will be happy to possibly only have sex with you again. Oh my God. Did you guys look at the community tab? I was posting some really fucked up shit in the community tab. Go to my community tab. I posted some interesting shit. I posted something about there was like this big ass train of Pookies or Ray Rays. And I asked everybody there, how many Pookies, Ray Rays, Man, Shaquandas, Moniques, and Nene and them do you see in that motherfucker? I got some pretty interesting replies on Facebook, man. Pretty interesting. Shit's funny, man. But that shit's going on today. That shit is going on today, man. A fucking AIDS and baby making festival. And they're trying to normalize this shit, you guys. I don't want you guys in that shit. Okay? I don't, man. You know, I met a lot of you guys through the travel groups, man, and also through a lot of the other MGTOW groups, man. You know, and you guys are very good people, man. You know, a lot of you guys are like a family that I've never, ever, ever met, you know, and I had no idea that a lot of guys in this community had a lot of similarities as myself, you know, from women problems to the law. I mean, finances. I mean, we can go on for days about this shit or whatever, right? You know, question ourselves, wonder, are we crazy, what have you? You know, I mean, I honestly thought for myself that I was the only person in the planet going on with this until, like I said, when I got introduced to this shit, and I started seeing guys in Massachusetts, Florida, Georgia, California, and they shared a lot of the similarities I had. You know, from women issues to likes, you know, things in life that we share, you know, the fuckery on jobs, you know, and discrimination, racism, all that shit or whatever, you right? Just different shit, man, you know, and it let me know that I wasn't the only motherfucker out here that was going through this shit. No, there's a lot of us that were going through this shit. It still are. It still are, man. But at the same time, you know, we're not just going to adapt to it, you know, and say, well, this is what it is. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to deal with single mothers and continue to talk. No. We're going to go ahead and actually come with ways to actually say to ourselves, okay, now we're here. What can we do to make the adjustments so that we can never put ourselves in harm's way? That's what the fuck we're going to do. You know, being in harm's way is the last thing we want. Why should you be in harm's way? Why should you put yourself in a situation where you should be in fucking harm's way? I don't want to be in harm's way. I don't. I got a little girl I got to fucking look after. I got you guys. You guys are my audience and everything, you know. I have to look after and, you know, engage in content from time to time, you know. And, you know, it's a small channel, but it's starting to grow, man, or whatever. And I'm starting to see the light here. You know, I got a real estate channel, you know. I post things from time to time. I could just start giving you guys advice over here, and leave that shit be or whatever. I don't know or whatever, right? Because people are, guys are always looking for opportunities in real estate and money. I could do that. I really could do that. So I don't know, you know. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know what you think or what have you. So make sure you guys click the like button. Please click that like button. Make sure you share the channel, all right? And make sure you subscribe. Subscribe. I really appreciate it and everything. I've been on this for almost 2 hours here. So hey, I'm kicking back. I'm chilling. I'll probably get off maybe in a little bit. I don't know, man. I've been relaxed. So but my grade from YouTube versus StreamYard, yeah, I got a lot. Oh my god, I'm looking at the chat. I got a lot of engagement in YouTube chat versus StreamYard. A lot of engagement. I've never seen this much engagement in a long time. StreamYard, I do get engagement, but like for some reason, I get way more views. I get a lot of views, and then I get guys who want to come in and join. So I don't know. It's like both of them have their own piece in the pod type system, if you will. Both of them do. Their peas in the pod system, or what have you. Everybody got their own way of doing things. You understand? So, but anyways, also too, another thing I want to bring up is I've seen some other things that happened lately, also too, you guys. As far as child support, divorce, and alimony, or what have you, man. But I've seen some other things that happen. But like I'm also seeing guys here who, how can I put this? A lot of guys don't know about they can make modifications to their child support, man. They can modify it, man. My attorney had told me she told me this. She told me, right? A lot of these guys are either getting hit for child support or about to get hit. She told me a lot of guys. We have like me and some of my attorneys, because I got more than one attorney. Some of my attorneys we have back and forth and shit. Discussional dialogues. Sometimes it can turn into an argument or whatever. Right? Because come on, I pay these motherfuckers. Shit, shit. But she said that what some of these guys don't do, they don't go to the state building and actually file a motion or ask for a reduction based on their income. Okay. And she said if they only did it, those people could actually do it. I argued this. I've talked to guys that said that they've done it and they haven't. But she says, are you really sure they've done it? And I said, that's a good point. I don't know, right? But I will say this. If you guys can go get a modification like of child support, if you actually lost your job or don't have a job and you paying X amount of dollars a month, go down to the child support department and you need to tell their ass, hey man, I can only afford $5, $10 a month or whatever the fuck. You understand? And go do that shit. You understand? All right. Go get it modified if you can do it and get that shit reduced or what have you. Another thing also too is the philosophy people are saying about, well, you can't leave the country if you owe child support. Okay. This is how that works. It depends on that state, man. Just that state. Shout out to Love Crossing Borders channel, man. Andre from over there. I call him Professor Andre, but it was real. But he said this, and this made perfect sense. Child support is based on that state's levy, that state's cap. If that state says that, hey, at $5,000 or more, if you owe $5,000 or more in child support, you can't get a passport. That's their stipulation. Okay, so if you owe 4,999 in child support, you can still get your passport. Okay, you can. All right, but I'm not an attorney. Look up the actual laws in that particular state. You understand? All right, look up the limitations. You understand? Okay, and then also too, if you have felonies, right? I also advise guys too to get an attorney to actually file a motion for an expungement of records, right? And a motion to set aside, okay? All right. You want to talk to a criminal law attorney if you got felonies or criminal stuff. But what I do is I also tell you guys to pull your own records. A lot of guys get themselves in financial trouble and benefits trouble by just assuming that they're felonies, right? And don't do anything about it or whatever. And then when they pull their record and they see the shit's gone or it's not on there, they spent years just assuming. You guys pull your own background check, man. All right, pay the fee, whatever it takes. Here in Missouri, we got to use I think it's called the Department of Transportation or state or Missouri State Trooper. They actually pull the background checks. I don't know why. That's just what they govern. You understand? Federal background checks, But pull your background check and see what's on there and what is pending. And if it is, bring it to an attorney and then have the attorney see if they can file a motion for expungement of records, or something like that. And then what you're going to do to apply for your passport is attach that court order, the motion to expunge, motion to set aside, or what have you, whatever it is, right? Attach that court order if it's still on your record, along with your passport application, your birth certificate, your ID, because when you go apply for your passport, it's a kit or whatever, and they're going to send it off, or you're going to apply right there. This depends on what part of the country you're in, And then after that, you're going to use that as supporting documents so that can speed up the process on getting your passport so you can get up out of here. Because a lot of guys out here just assume, they literally assume, well, I got a felony or I got this, so I can't go, rather than just doing the work. And as far as attorney, you guys, again, interview these attorneys, criminal law, family law, business, it doesn't matter. Interview them. Make sure they're in the best interest of you. I got a couple sources that I can actually refer you to get attorneys. One of my number one is Legal Match. Go to legalmatch.com. Legal, Legal, match, match.com, legalmatch.com. What I'm going to do is just simply put up an ad, and you're going to go ahead and put in what areas of law you want this person to perform in, right? And what state, and put the nature of what you got going on. I always recommend put in about one good solid paragraph. It's okay. All right. Not a big ass biography, just one solid paragraph. And make sure you put your contact information, the best time so they can reach out to you, right? All right. And don't just put one ad up, put up many of them if possible. They're gonna blow you up, man. There's gonna be a lot of them hitting you up in your inbox. A lot of them, okay? Because a lot of them are hungry for work. Don't go to no attorney that's always busy juggling a shitload of cases and trying to squeeze you in. No. You want an attorney that actually can give you 100% his or her undivided attention. Even though they got other cases, they'll say, well, hey, this is the best time you can catch me outside of the time that I'm going to be busy. That's the attorney I love to do business with, because you're spending money and you invest in time. And time is the number one asset that you can never, ever get back. Money, you can get it back, but it also depends on your financial situation and whatever the circumstances is. But legalmatch.com. There's another one called Justia. I think it's spelled Justia, Justia Law Offices or Law. And then there, you just go there and they're just going to have a shitload of attorneys all around the nation. And you guys simply just go in there. It's free to look. And you're just going there and you're just going to literally cold call each of these people and leave a voicemail, or you can email them back and forth. I always do this method of just make a big ass fucking goddamn paragraph with my contact information. I copy that shit and go one by one. I get the email, copy the email to, boom. And I email them one by one, boom, 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 boom. And then also I follow it with a voicemail, and then I call them up. Hey, this is so and so. It's in regards to this, and that. I did shoot you an email. If you can, please get me a call back at da 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 da. My email is da 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 da. Whatever it takes for you to get the work done, you guys. Okay, all right. Because I can't sit up here on my ass and just figure that you guys going to do the work. Because some of you guys is going to listen to this shit and actually do it. And then some of you guys going to say, nah, I ain't going to do nothing. Okay, fuck it. That's on you or whatever, man. but I'm bringing a solution to some of you guys who actually are doubtful and all this other shit. So, but anyways, you guys, I really appreciate you guys coming to the channel today. Um, Thank you for really engaging in the chat. I appreciate it. Make sure you go to my About tab if you want to get in contact with me directly. All right. It has my WhatsApp, has my Skype information, Reddit, and then also my email in there. Okay. And then make sure to leave a comment on this video. Let me know how it went. I really appreciate it. So, anyways, you guys, take it easy. Take care. This is the Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. The Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. Make sure you continue to take your daily red pills, okay? All right, this MGTOW movement is real. The travel and passport bro movement is real, okay? And then also, too, you guys, make sure, man, stay out of legal trouble, man. It's not worth it, okay? Keep your distance with these goddamn women. And for God's sakes, too, man, I'm not going to tell you to focus on your purpose. No, that sounds like fucking dating coach shit. No, I stay away from dating coach shit. But I will tell you this. Make the right decisions on your life and take care of your responsibilities as a man, okay? You deserve the best. Don't settle for the rest. Talk to you soon. Take it easy. Share the channel. And don't forget to click the subscribe button. Talk to you soon. Peace.